there was a massive hippo incident where somebody at a they were at a, I guess this was like a drive-through zoo. And at the drive-through zoo, the hippos, and I cannot believe, like, look at how close you could just reach your arm out to this hippo. And I guess you could touch him if you wanted to. But anyway, somebody threw a plastic bag in this dude's mouth. Let me see if I could refresh it, and then it'll play the video, which to me I found to be awful. Like, what a terrible thing to do, and why won't this stay? Just stay. There we go. Now you guys could probably hear me all right, yeah? Can you guys hear my cat crying in the background like a little baby? Anyways, I thought there was a video associated with this. Okay, let's see if after this thing it'll play. Okay, no. This has nothing to do with the hippo incident. But anyway, so I guess you don't need to see it, but this hippo was getting fed by this guy here. And then some moron who should be in jail now threw a plastic bag into the hippo's mouth. And it's the worst. I mean, it's not the most awful thing, but how is he supposed to get the bag out of his mouth? What's a hippo supposed to do? Anyways, this guy's probably fully fucked because, I mean, they definitely have cameras with his license plate on it. Let me see if I can find the actual video. Hippo plastic bag. No. Here it is. Hold up. How do I mute this? Shouldn't you be able to mute this? Here, I'll mute it here, right? No. There we go. Okay. There you go. So one idiot's trying to toss food in his mouth and he throws a plastic bag. Bro is lucky that hippo can't get to him from there. He probably can't get over those rocks. But this is like the most annoying thing. I don't even want to say what I think should happen to people that would do something like this. But this just shows character. I don't care what their age is. You know what you're doing is awful and evil. This is straight rotten. This is a rotten potato. 100%. Do you normally eat the burnt chip at the bottom of the bag? I usually throw that one away. I would say we should throw this one away. You know what I mean? He's just not a human being that I would prefer to live with on planet Earth. Whoever you are. I'm sure they've busted this guy by now. Let me just see here. It took place in a safari park. This was last month, and now we're hearing about it. Sorry this keeps on, like, falling down. I can't get it to get tighter. Here, let me go like this, and then tighten it with all my little nerd strength. There we go. Hopefully it stays there. Again, if you've been to my stream before, you know I'm blind as a wiffle ball bat, and these glasses are not prescription. So, I can't see that well. I guess I don't need these on, do I? I don't know why I have these on. I'll use these if I need to. Again, if you're joining right now, I'm brand new to doing streaming, especially like this. That's why it was rough in the beginning, getting this whole thing set up. But we're here now, so that's okay. All right, so what do we got here? They removed the plastic bag. Great news. Fantastic news. They immediately removed the plastic bag. Now, did they publicly shoot the tourist that did it? That's my only question, because I think that's the only justice. That sounds like the fair amount of wildlife justice for me. I don't know if you guys agree, but like, bro needs to go. Bro's got to go. Oh, the clip has 2 million views. It should have more, so everybody knows not to do this and what will happen to you if you do. He should be punished. Yeah, everybody's hoping and wishing. But where's the part where they got rid of this dude. Just send him into outer space. Prison in outer space. That sounds fair to me. Prison in outer space is the vibe. So I wish that this would show the feed. I'm sure there's a way to show the chat once the chat eventually gets going. But yeah, I wish it would show the chat so that we can have that on capture as well. Another thing that I found was really interesting is this woman here, I guess, sparked a 50-person riot at a skating rink during her daughter's birthday nonetheless. The perfect time to get it started. Your daughter's having a birthday, though I will say this, and it does say that the party was canceled because of it, but setting up your daughter's birthday, I can imagine being extremely stressful on a mother. Probably was a lone wolf, a single mother, trying to do a nice thing for her daughter. Shit ensued. 50-person or 500-person riot ensued. Can you guys hear my girlfriend shushing my cat who wants to get out here so bad? The only reason why he the only reason why he can't be out here right now is because we have the baby kitten out here. And the baby kitten is supposed to be in quarantine. And we're letting him roam free to get a feel for the apartment. He's having a little bit too much fun. But my other cat is having a panic attack about it. Okay, so Stephanie got mad at the skating rink. And it looks like it just turned out into some kind of all-out brawl here, I'm assuming. Now, this image is pretty blurry, but it looks like someone's getting their hair pulled. That's a bummer. They came to go skating. They got their hair pulled. Damn. The more we look into this, the better it gets. We got broken glass. What kind of... Okay. I mean, I guess these must all be still images from a video. But still, how are you going to throw a party for your daughter and get into a wild rumble? How does that happen? That was not part of the birthday plan. But Stephanie made it happen. One day she's going to look back on this. Is this her in jail now? Is that what this image is? It looks like an orange jumpsuit, so she probably got arrested for this. That's a bummer. Who's taking care of your daughter now? But you know, all it takes, honestly, at this point in time is for somebody to be rude or an asshole in public to just set you off. One time I went to the Griffith Observatory, okay? And I didn't even care to be there. I don't give a shit about this place. And I remember I'm standing like this, not in line, because I wasn't decided what we were doing. They have all kinds of different things going on. I was just looking up at the kiosk, looking at prices, seeing what times things are, and getting a feel for what the possibilities for the day were. It was me and my girlfriend, okay? She's waiting in line. So we're trying to be considerate so we don't get up to the kiosk and we're figuring things out at the kiosk. I hate that. Like when you go get a coffee and some asshole can't figure out what kind of coffee they've got or they want to get. Like, you ever been to a coffee shop? Sorry, I keep looking up at the monitor. I'm going to look into the camera. If you've ever been to a coffee shop in your life, you know what they have. They have coffee. And if you're in line, you can see, oh, they have mocha, vanilla, other stuff. The same things you get everywhere. Anyways, when people go up to get their order and they take forever, it literally pisses me off. But anyways, my point is this. I'm standing here like this, and I'm like up against the line of people that are already paying for their tickets because I didn't want to be inconsiderate to the people behind me. Keep in mind, the place is packed. And I'm just standing here like this. And I'm going to assume the dude was racist. I'm going to just assume that because he took one look at me and he didn't like me very much just instantly. He comes up behind me and he has a cane. He's an old man. He looked like he was kind of like a veteran. And, well, you can't see my arm. He goes like this and he pushes the back of my back. It wasn't a tough push, but it was an identifiable, like, get the fuck out of my way kind of push. And I remember turning over, I said, hey, man, thanks for pushing me like that. And that's all it took for this tough guy to get in my face. And I remember he got in my face, and I just stood there. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Do you not have the ability to keep him, like, quiet? Jesus, the cat is just screaming at the door. My girlfriend's just sitting there letting him do it. Anyways, he's scared under the bed now, so we'll probably get a few more minutes before he comes back out to terrorize me. So he gets in my face, and it seems like this old man with a cane wanted to fight me. That was the vibe I was getting from him. Like, he was looking for a fight. And I remember looking right at his face. So he was like this close to me. I remember looking right at his face and thinking to myself, I want zero interaction. I want zero to do with this person. So I think I looked at him. I said, what did I say? I don't know. It was a feeling of disgust, like, get your ugly face out of my face. And I just looked at him like, bro, and I just walked away from him. But this is where the story gets good, because my girlfriend was waiting in line right behind his wife. And I literally walk over, and the guy gets in line with his wife, and I'm pissed off because I'm holding back my anger with this guy, because I don't want to start, I don't want to be like Stephanie here at the Griffith Observatory. And my girlfriend's in line. I try to tell her, I go, come on, get out of line, let's go. And she's confused as to why. She goes, what, why? So I just look at this guy's like, because this fucking asshole right here tried to start a fight with me after pushing me when I was already out of the way and got in my face. And I'll never forget, she took 0 seconds to look at this guy and his wife and call him a fucking asshole. And then we both got out of line. But the funny thing is we kept on seeing them throughout the day when we were at the Griffith Observatory. So we'd turn a hallway, and there we go. The guy that tried to fight me earlier, he's just right there. And I would just look at him, and he would look back at me, and I would just think, I hope this guy has an awful day at the Griffith Observatory, because he's terrible. And the moral of the story is here, and this goes for you too, Stephanie, nothing is worth getting into an altercation with somebody in a public space. It's not that important. Eventually, you're going to be out of there, and you're going to think, wow, that was annoying. Versus Stephanie here, she's probably went to jail for the night thinking, wow, what is my daughter going to eat for dinner tonight? So let this be a lesson to not be like the old man at the Griffith Observatory, not be like this tourist here who decided to throw a plastic bag in a hippo's mouth. And let's also not be like Stephanie here, who got into it and caused a 500-person riot at a skating rink. It's just not worth it. Now, here's a topic here that is so upsetting. And I'm going to tell you why it's upsetting. For obvious reasons, but something like this actually happened to me. So this dad in Arizona, which is super hot if you don't already know, he left his daughter. Is she 2 years old? Is that what I'm reading here? Arizona dad arrested for murder after allegedly leaving daughter 2. Why couldn't they put age of 2? So I'm assuming she's 2 years old in a hot car for 3 hours during a 109-degree heat wave. What kind of fucking dog shit planet do we live on where just anybody can have a child and do something this stupid to leave your child in a car? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. My dad did a similar thing. Okay? Me and my brother, we were in, he used to like Mercedes. And there's a thing about Mercedes Benzes where the lock on the door goes into the door. So if you're inside the car and the car is locked, by pulling the door handle, it used to not open. And you can't grab the thing. I don't know who needed that to be not or flush with the window or with the door, but you couldn't grab it and just unlock the door from the inside. And the car alarm kept going off, I think, because me and my brother were inside the car. This guy goes into Home Depot. And if you have a dad that goes to Home Depot, you know he's going to be in there for hours, ages. The sun would have just gone up and we would go to Home Depot. And by the time we're leaving Home Depot, the sun is setting. That's the kind of man my dad is. He left me and my brother in the car. It probably was an hour, maybe 45 minutes. But if you've ever been in a hot car, parked your car, and it's a hot day, even though you had the air conditioning on, and you turned off your car for even a minute, it's already hot. I assure you, me and my brother thought we were going to die in this hot car. It was the worst, one of the worst experiences of my life. We were saying our goodbyes to each other. And that's not even a joke. Like, we thought we were going to die because it was so hard to breathe. Like, just thinking about it now, I'm just like, it was the worst. So I cannot imagine what this 2-year-old who was probably in a car seat went through because her idiot father is so brain dead, he left her in the car. Now on the other side of things, because I know there's always two sides to the coin. Sometimes you just forget. Maybe his daughter was quiet in the car on the ride home from wherever they were. And by the time he got home, he had forgotten she was in the car. It wasn't like he did it on purpose. Now, I have not read the article. I'm just assuming. Unless we read the article and we find out differently, but I doubt that. My point is this, is he could have just easily forgotten. Damn it. That sucks. So, unfortunately, this is the world that we live in, that this 2-year-old died during a heat wave in a car. 2 years old. Awful. Bro was 37. His name's Christopher. That's my brother's name. Was left in the car. Oh, it was in the driveway. Yeah, it sounds like he probably did just forget. He was arrested on Friday, of course, charged with child abuse. 2nd degree. I mean, this guy doesn't look... I mean, you can never judge a book by its cover. Mom performed CPR. Okay, so damn. Ugh. So they're both in the house, it sounds like. And they realize what happened. And they go to the car, and she's probably already gone. Mother tries to perform CPR. Yeah. It looks like it's exactly what I said. Just error of the brain, just like my dad did. That's terrible. And every day, so what the thing is about the internet is every day we learn about something terrible that's happened in the world versus before that, because I was born in 1985, we didn't have that. So we didn't know anything. We knew nothing about anything. It was just straight up, you're raw dogging the world. Whatever's happening over there has nothing to do with your life. We didn't have social media. We didn't have any of that stuff. Now that we have the internet, you can open the internet and find out how awful the world really is. Even a mistake like this. Like this guy, he made a mistake, right? This guy's going to go to jail. And I can't even imagine what he must feel because every day he's in jail, he knows why he's there. This is a terrible story. I'm going to close this window. I don't like this window. This is also a terrible story, but not as bad. The point is, awful things are happening around us every single day. And now we're being informed of it. So everything that we have to go through daily, and then on top of that, we get to be informed. Did you guys know, like, what happened to Alec Baldwin here? I think they dismissed it. They dismissed it, didn't they? Manslaughter case suddenly become dismissed. Yeah. Whew. I mean, if I were to say anything about this, having no knowledge besides everything we know about it, which is basically he had a prop gun. He fired it on set. It's supposed to have blanks. These guns are supposed to have blanks. And it hit, I believe, the cinematographer. Killing the cinematographer. I believe that's who this is right here. And you know what the most awful thing about that is I've seen videos of people going up to Alec Baldwin in person and harassing this dude. Like they had any stake in what happened. I swear to God, I've seen a video of a woman go up to him, berating him when he's at a coffee shop. I'm like, are you Judge Dredd? The jury executioner and whatever his other line is, like judge, jury, and executioner. That's it. No, you're not. It's crazy to me how people get their lives invested in other people's lives. Like imagine seeing Alec Baldwin and going up to Alec Baldwin and telling him about how mad you are that he accidentally killed somebody while he was on set with a supposed to be a prop gun. That's crazy to me. But that's the world we live in. Everyone's business is your business now, all of a sudden. We're not going to do any political stuff. What's this? Oh, see? We got a loving father here. That's nice. You know, I should probably do this video here. I'm gonna save this for later. I'm gonna just run this whole story about the asshole douchebag that decided to throw a paper bag in a hippo's mouth. Very upsetting. I'm trying to see if there's anything good on here today. No one cares about. You know what's funny? Who cares about your $8 million mansion? Forced to sell. Boo-hoo. You had tons of money and you mismanaged it. I'm not going to cry for you, bro. I am not going to be crying for you. You know what's really funny is how people are getting all twisted up in Eminem's new album. Worried about Eminem and the stupid things he says in a record. I personally don't care. I like his out-of-control nature. I like South Park. I like that they do and say whatever they want. I don't care. I'm Lebanese. Go to make fun of Lebanese people. Do it. It's funny to me. But what I don't care for is people worrying about other people's business all day long and crying about it as if it's part of their day. Worry about your family, dude. Worry about your own bills. This world is crazy. So, like I was saying earlier before, if you were here earlier, this is my first time doing this sort of live stream. And so I'm kind of new to this, doing it this way. I've done it before where it's just the vertical on the phone for shorts. So I'm getting a much different crowd of people right now, which is cool because usually I get a lot more engagement, conversation, stuff like that, which is more helpful for me when I'm doing this thing. But I'm going to continue doing it this way so that we can be more prepared and have screens and stuff. I did not prepare much today because honestly, I just want to see if this is working, how it's going, all that stuff. So I was kind of just figuring it out. But I wanted to show you guys something, and I'm going to just mute the audio. Because I'm going to release the song, and then when I release the song, I won't be able to have, it'll like revenue split, you know, the revenue and stuff like that. It just causes an issue for me. So this is a video that I made. It's my first music video that I made the whole thing with AI. I'm just going to play it because it doesn't have the music on it right now, but I'm going to just play it. So if you were on my stream yesterday, then you saw that I was building all these tools the entire time I was on stream with you guys. And I am super happy with the way that it turned out. Now, there's not that much control, but it looks crazy. I'll turn up the volume for you guys so we can kind of see. Where's the volume at? I was planning on just yapping over it, but we'll just turn
Pieces, 7 up, mess with me and I'll mess you up. Seven up.
So anyways, the whole thing was made with, it's called Krea, Krea. And the way you do this is you use images that you make from Midjourney. You could do prompts as well, but I have like 1,000+ images that I made. These are all the images. And then it takes those images and it just blends them all together into this crazy thing. So I spent hours building out the images and then getting it to prompt and do all these things. And then I had to download these clips and they're all looped, 10-second loops. So the way that I put this together is taking those 10-second loops and cutting them up and making the whole music video with it. So I am not certain if this is the first music video that's ever been made by AI, but it's one of the first. That's 100%. So let's just say even 100 people have made an AI music video all the way through, where it's not just like one clip. As you can see, it continues to change and evolve. There's a couple consistencies, and the reason there's consistencies is because like these two little cupcake things you see at the beginning, that has to be at the beginning and the end of each 10 seconds so that it can loop seamlessly. But I mean, this is crazy. As a 3D artist, I do 3D art. I do music, obviously. You cannot do this in a 3D program. The only way you're going to do this is if they make a program like this one that actually does this type of stuff and it's used in conjunction with like a film or something like that. There's no other way. There's no other way to do that. But I really liked, so what I did with it is I really liked this image here. And I thought that the way that it went back and forth, it went with the beat a little bit. So I just kept cutting it up so that it goes along to the beat. But I like it. I like the way that it turned out. It's weird. I like weird stuff. This is just so cool to me. Just watching this forever. I would love to see this on a massive screen. That'd be cool. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll get there. But yeah, if you're ever looking to do some stuff like this, Midjourney and Krea, that's how you do it. So I didn't really have a game plan today. I just kind of thought I'd, rip it for a little bit and see how it went. See how the scream or Casper, stop it. Sorry, hold on one second. I got a kitten in here and you see these panels behind me. I have them all over the place, but they're not secured very well. And he's a kitten and he keeps on going up to it. Let me grab him. If you'll let me. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Casper, no! Casper, come here. Okay. Come here. Come here, sweet boy. Ooh. So, little baby Caspi here. We are learning a lot about him and what he's going to be doing in the house. So I got this panel behind there that you were trying to get behind. You're not supposed to get behind there. You're just a baby. You can't be doing all these baby things. He's so cute. He doesn't want me to hold him because he's tired of that. No, you got to be held for a little bit. We got to make some YouTube money. Look in the camera. Just look right here. Look right there. All right? Good job. See you later, buddy. The world is yours, except for all the things I don't want you to touch. So anyways, no game plan, just raw dogging it today. This was a fun test. Next time we will be more prepared and have more topics to discuss. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for dropping in, the few of you that are here. And hopefully we can have a good time tomorrow. I'm going to try to do this every day if I can, even on weekends maybe. Just throw down for an hour. So stick with me. Hopefully I didn't get too many unfollows just for going live because that's kind of typical. But it is what it is, my guys. Sometimes you got to go to the bottom of the mountain to get to the top. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with it. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys next time.